of our live stream, our live coverage of the reception the Defense Forces Recruits Training School in Eldoret. Playing right now is just a recap of the reception which happened this morning at the Defense Forces School, where we received prospective recruits earlier on today, and they were received and welcomed by the Chief of Personnel, Defense Headquarters, Brigadier Alphonse Ndar, and the Chief Recruiting Officer, Brigadier Samuel Kimani. We'll have their address playing shortly. Just to update you about our coverage today, we will be highlighting or showing you in depth what happens during the reception process. And mark you, this year's recruitment exercise has been like no other, since it was the first time that the recruitment process was digitalized. We're going to go deeper into this as we explain the digitization process and how it affects the reception of the recruits at the Defense Forces Recruits Training School. As I mentioned earlier, the recruits were received, and personnel, Brigadier R, who gave a welcoming address, and the Chief of
by introducing the leadership, our Chief Recruiting Officer, senior officers, service members, all the stakeholders who are with us, parents na kutarajiwa. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Hiyo sauti sisikii. Good morning. Well done. Thank you. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Brigadier Ndar. Mimi ndio Chief of Personnel at the Defense Headquarters. I'm sure a lot of you have anxiety, because there's anticipation happening. I want to tell you to relax, just why we are here. Misawa? We are here to look when we start now. So kwanza, I want to thank the parents for expecting recruits to be relaxed. We saw most of you at the district, the country, from the land, from the sea, and from the air. And this is a voluntary service. Si kweli? Kiwanja ukimbia. It is purely voluntary. Make my few remarks. The CRO will elaborate further on what's going to happen. We are having the right people with us today. After verification, you'll go through a very clean person. Then the process will end with what we call the medicals. In the military, usually, we want to have you that's how we want you, so that when you join us, we're able to ensure that you'll be strong. Earlier, this is a voluntary service, and you must give your all to defend the country. So if you thought that you are coming to have fun and enjoy, no. Wazazi lazima mjue mmetupatia vijana warembo na vijana who are going to be deployed to wear a uniform like us, and you're in a position to be able to defend our country in whichever sphere you will be deployed. So I want to thank you all for coming, and wazazi nashukuru sana for taking care of these young ladies and gentlemen, so that you can go back home and continue with what we call building. So you leave them with us. We'll take them through the short process that I've explained. Those it is not the end of the world. You can serve this country in many areas. It's not only in the those who will not be successful. But our country is one. We must support this anxiety. At this juncture, I want to hand over to the CRO to make a few remarks. Then we start the process so that we don't delay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chief of Personnel. Thank you very much, Chief of Personnel, Defense, all uniformed personnel, our dear parents, guardians, and our prospective candidates. Good morning. Good morning once again. Very well. Want to warmly welcome you this morning here at Defense Forces Training School. You are the 5th cohort that you are receiving today. We started receiving prospective candidates on Monday, and every day we've been receiving them. So karibuni sana, and thank you very much for showing the commitment and determination to join the KDF. Your presence here today reflects not only the ambition, but also the willingness to serve in the Kenya Defense Forces. Let me say that serving in the Kenya Defense Forces, it's a calling. It's not just any other employment. It's a calling, because if you are going to succeed, then most of your rights are limited. Sometimes you may not even have time to be with your family because you are out there serving the nation. And therefore, this one I want to be very clear from the onset. And therefore, if there is anyone who feels here that he has been brought and is not ready, let me kindly respectfully ask, Winua mkono, who feels that he doesn't want to be here? You have been forced. Winua mkono. Usiogope tukurelease mapema so that we don't waste a lot of time. Kuna mtu yote? Kuna mmoja hapa naona anataka kuinua mkono. Okay, very well. Karibuni sana. I want to encourage you that before we onboard you to the training process, as vile mmeambiwa, we are going to re-verify your documents. We are also going to do some medical tests according to the KDF standards. These are medicals that are standard to each and every one of us, so that we can ensure that the person we are onboarding to the training and subsequent service in the KDF meets the necessary standards that are required and laid out. And therefore, there's nothing to worry about. It's just to follow what will be instructed to do, follow the instruction respectfully, and the process will go very smoothly. Therefore, I want to encourage you, we are not here to chase you, but we just want to ensure that those people will be onboarded meets the standards. If any by chance you will be dropped because you don't meet the standards, there is no cause to worry, because there are other fields that you can pursue. So don't let anyone diminish your dreams of what you want to become. There are other areas you can pursue, either in government or in private sector. The only thing that it requires is determination. You pursue that dream and you'll be there. Okay? To our parents, thank you very much for bringing up these young sons and daughters. You have instilled discipline in them, and that is why they have been selected to join the KDF. Asanteni sana. And also I want to say that Fikisha, and we will request you respect. Now you've brought them here, you will leave them. They are in safe hands. Our priority is that they can be onboarded in the KDF. Then we will invite you to come after 9 months to celebrate them being soldiers. Not going back to you, they belong to KDF. Tuko pamoja. So thank you. For now, I will request parents and guardians, kama uko hapa aniwombeli na muwaombee. Kama uko na kitu ambayo, kama kuna candidate ako hapa ako na simu ya mzazi, peana saa hizi. Kama uko na line ya
The fifth day started on today's coverage is going to cover the digital. This year's recruitment exercise, any other, it has been fully digitalized, secure and highly efficient and accountable. District recruitment centers. This includes fingerprint data, passport photograph, biometrical information and all other supporting details were scanned. The first step is to match the recruit's physical identity with the but before they reach verification stage, they're usually screened so that no prohibited item is allowed inside the premise. After screening is done, to report today is printed and the names are called out one by one as redoing the verification is to positively identify this prospect recruit. To be mentioned that the system has been digitalized. Forces Recruits Training School. This is just to promote fairness and equality during the recruitment process and the Defense Forces Recruits Training School. By the Chief Recruiting Officer Brigadier Samuel Kimani. As you can see, they bid farewell to this phase. After that, all the names are read. The database that has a recruitment exercise has been digitalized. So the list is printed and their names are now they proceed one by one as the names are mentioned. Individual presenting themselves is the same candidate who successfully recruitments was weeks ago. This process ensures integrity in the recruitment chain. Verification, which is a crucial part of the digital authentication process. Thereafter, unique fingerprints and the patterns which was captured during recruitment. If the fingerprint instantly confirms that the recruit's identity, a strong assurance that the person reporting is genuine and eligible. This biometric step is one of the strongest system that safeguards against identity substitution, or rather impersonation or fraudulent persons. Once the fingerprints have been scanned, it gives the details of the prospect recruit, or rather the candidate, including the details, the passport photo that was taken on the ground, and it proceeds to create a QR code which is printed. At the main entrance of the recruits training school, this QR code is scanned. The moment it is scanned, the system sends a real-time that the recruit has reported to the Defense Forces recruits. This modern approach replaces the bulky paperworks and reduces chances of errors, making the QR code has been generated by the system and it prints the detail, and thereafter the further verification of here we have check and confirm that the identity cards tool verification procedures, and they have come through the main entrance. Part of this forensic identity confirmation, they match the fingerprint to the one that was taken on the document. They then do to the one that was taken and printed on their. Mark you, these are forensic experts and they are trained in this field. Is on the document and counter checking, making sure that it matches the fingerprint of the prospective recruit. Once all this is done, the recruits are ushered in to the Defense Forces training school, and they'll go through further examination process, including physical readiness test and a medical test. Their academic documents will also be verified further to ensure that they are original. Just we say we have suspected forgery in amongst us, so it's just to confirm that everything is original and matches the individual who has reported at the Defense Forces Recruits Training School. As we witness this new modernized reporting process, the Kenya Defense Forces is committed to embracing technology, strengthening transparency, and upholding the highest standards in the recruitment process. Today's digital but also ensures that every step from the district level at the recruitment training centers to the reporting here at the Defense Forces Recruits Training School is authentic, secure, and accountable. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us for this live coverage as we continue to follow the journey of these recruits, prospective recruits, as they take their first step into serving the nation. Follow us on our social media handles to keep as we keep you up to date and update you on the procedures and the processes of recruitment. I have been your host, Senior Private Jeff Mwangi. Thank you and goodbye.